to make money fast. I want to do a little session. A lot of people are struggling right now to make more money. And I've got friends and clients that are making a lot of money even in these crazy times. So do you believe it's possible to make more money in these crazy times right now? If you think it's possible, let me know. John, yeah, it's possible. I know that it's possible. Why? People are doing it all over the world. And I've got 5 tips I want to share with you on how to make more money right now, no matter where you are in the world. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Kashua. Hi, Mahesh. Good morning. If you can hear me and see me okay. Hi, Alan. Let me know. Just chat. Give me a little chat. Give me a little like, a little loving this morning. So 5 tips to make more money right now. Is this a topic that interests you? I'm curious, how many of you know of anybody that's making more money now than maybe they were 90 days ago? Are you making more money? Are you making less money? You're making the same amount of money? Right now is an opportune time. Can you use your brain to help you make more money? You know the answer to that, right? All right, so welcome to my Achieve Even More show. Every Tuesday, I am live here on Instagram, on my Facebook fan page. All right, so where are you from? Let's have a little bit of fun. Where are you from? We got lots of people joining from all over the world. If you can hear me and see me perfectly on Instagram, which is right there, give me a like or a love right now. And if you're on my Facebook fan page, let me know where you're from and that you can hear me and see me. And I'll say hello. Hi there, Holly. Hi there, Ladine, Maytal. Hello, shalom. Hi, Angela, Connecticut, California, San Antonio, Texas, the Netherlands. Oh, I love the Netherlands. I've got a great client in the Netherlands. So here's the question. What do you think the number one factor is in whether you make more money or not right now? What do you think the number one factor is? So before I give you the 5 tips, I want to know, what do you think is the number one factor on whether you make more money right now? Not in a month, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 right now. Hi there from Seattle, from Finland. All right, so hey there, we got people from all over the world. Wisconsin, Colorado, India. Lorraine says mindset. How many of you agree that mindset is what separates the rest from the best? Right? How many of you think that mindset is what separates the rest from the best? So what is mindset? Everybody talks about this thing, mindset. What is mindset, right? So what is mindset? Yeah, it's a broad term. It's like saying air, right? We know we need air, but so Dana says, if you think you can, well, what if you think you can, but you're not acting, Dana? I'm going to give you 5 tips for making more money right now. And so mindset, like everybody says mindset. You'll make more money if you have a really good mindset. What the hell is a really good mindset? Your way of thinking? Well, fanny vibration. Well, what do you mean? You vibrate like this, you're going to make more money? Vibration has nothing to do with how much money you make. So I'm very, very sorry for having to share that with you. Right, so is it possible to use your brain better? I want to share a story with you, and I'm going to give you 5 tips. Ready? Recently in one of my programs called 100 Days to Financial Success, there's a woman by the name of Megan Bearder that became a member of this program. And in our first training, there were hundreds of people on. In our first training, she was in a state of fear and panic. And she's a photographer in New Jersey, a sweetheart of a woman. And she gets on, she says, I'm so scared. I'm using up all of my savings. I'm a photographer because of coronavirus. I don't have any jobs. I'm just using up all of my money, and I'm going to run out in 90 days. And so I asked her, I said, Megan, what have you done to make more money, to make any money the last 90 days? She goes, I haven't been able to make any money. Coronavirus has stopped. Nobody wants my photography. I go to people's locations. I take pictures of their families, of events, of special times, that they're trying to memorialize. And I said, so why aren't you doing some of that? I know that coronavirus has, hindered a lot of that, but how many people have you contacted to see if they need your photography services. And she said what? What do you think she said when I asked her, how many people did she contact, okay, to use her photography services? What do you think her answer was? Type in your answer, okay? So here's a photographer. She happens to own her own business. How many people do you think in 90 days she contacted to see if they wanted? And Aries girl, you're 100% right. She contacted 0 people, 0. She was allowing the market, the circumstances, the conditions to control her thinking and her behavior. So for 90 days, she was victimized by this thing called coronavirus, by this pandemic, by, you know, this challenge. I get it, that it's real, it's true, people have died, I get it. But she wasn't taking any inspired action whatsoever. So guess what I asked her to do? One little action step, just one. I told her, I want you to call 10 of your past clients and see if they need any photography right now, safely in their environment of safety. So, you know what she did? She says, yeah, but they don't want to hear from me right now. They're experiencing all of this same stuff that I am right now. And I said, stop giving me a story and an excuse right now. So guess what she did? She got on the phone that day. She called 10 people. And one person said yes. And within 24 hours, Megan made $2,500. From 0 in 90 days to $2,500, okay, in 24 hours. Now, what caused Megan to not take action? What caused Megan to be in a state of fear? What caused Megan to rely on her stories and reasons and excuses? And the answer is, well, her brain was causing it. But I'm going to give you 5 tips right now. Oh, not 10. 5 tips right now to get off of stuck, to get out of your story, to get off of your excuses, to get off of your reasons, so that you can make some money right now, okay? So let's pay close attention. I want you all to participate full out. Are you prepared to participate so that I can help you? All right, are you prepared to participate so I can help you? All right, and so Suzette, you are right. She shifted her mindset. That was the first part. We'll get to that in just a moment. Are you prepared to participate and have some fun with me? All right, because listening to me it may be fun, but it's not going to get you anywhere. All right, thanks, Lorraine. All right, so let's have a little bit of fun. I want you to type in right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, right now, type in how much money you would like to make in the next 7 days. I want you to choose a target first. Now, when we're talking about the brain, okay, our brain is a goal-seeking organism. So I want you to type in how much money would you love to make, all right, in a 7-day period of time. Forget about a month, 7-day period of time. Give me a number of how much you'd like to make in a 7-day period of time. Now, don't pick a silly number of $1 million, and don't pick $10,000 if you haven't made that in a month either, okay? So give me a number that's a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Don't give me any, ludicrous, crazy numbers, okay? Give me a number that is just a little bit of a stretch, okay? So if you haven't made $50,000 in a week, don't put $50,000 in a week, okay? And Rosa, don't put $1 million either. You're being unrealistic, and this isn't some airy-fairy bullshit type of stuff. This is real numbers. Okay, so let's give away the hopeful wishing and thinking and being in the right vibration with universal intelligence and all that airy-fairy metaphysical hogwash. Okay? Yes, and I do believe in the law of attraction, but I also believe in the law of Goya with the law of attraction, which is the get off your ass law and do the right things in the right order at the right time. Okay? So you choose a goal first. You activate, okay, that imagination side of your brain, and that actually releases that dopamine, all right, that causes you to activate the motor cortex of your brain, which is the part of you that will either cause you to take action or not, okay? So Adele, if I'm breaking up, you need to fix your internet connection, dear. All right, so number one is you set the goal. So tip number one is you choose the goal first. Even if you don't know exactly how to achieve it, first you choose the goal and you don't allow yourself to think about why you can't. Okay? You don't allow yourself to think about why you can't. I'm going to give you a couple of examples in just a moment. So tip number one is choose the goal. Can somebody type in tip number one, choose the goal first? We have to start with the destination, the goal, the outcome, the objective first. And if you just joined me, we are doing 5 tips to making money right now. Okay? So tip number 2, I want you to type in the chat, okay, why must you achieve that goal? Why must you achieve that goal? And I'm going to answer somebody's question over here that said something that's really interesting. Somebody said, I need. The market doesn't care what you need, okay? You need to bring your seed to the market, not your need. So thank you. Choose the goal first, number 1. Do you like this? Hit the like or the love button if you like this. Choose the goal first, all right? The how to achieve any goal always comes after the goal you want to achieve, how to achieve it. So number 2, why must you achieve the goal? I want you to let me know why must you achieve that goal right now, this next 7 days. Why must you achieve the goal? If you don't activate, choosing the goal happens in this part of the brain, okay, called the neocortex, specifically left prefrontal cortex, but the why you must achieve the goal activates the emotional center of the brain, otherwise known as the limbic system. And when you can add emotion to the goal, why you must, what do you think happens? If you must do something, are you more likely to take action, or are you going to allow your stories and reasons and excuses to hold you back? What happens? What do you think? If you must, will you take action? I want you to imagine this, okay? How many of you can think about one person that you love? That you love, 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 love. Right? Can you think about one person that you love? I'm assuming you have an idea of one person that you love. What if I shared with you, if you don't take inspired action every day in the next 7 days, you will not see them for 100 days. If you set a goal right now for a goal financial that you want to achieve in the next 7 days, whether it's to make a certain amount of money or to pay off a certain amount of debt, and you don't figure out how to do it, and you don't take inspired action, and you don't see them for 100 days because you failed to take action, how many of you would take inspired action? Would you take inspired action? Would you stop your stories, excuses, reasons, and blaming and using the circumstances of the environment, the marketplace? Right? Would you stop all the stories, reasons, excuses? So you have to come up with leverage over yourself. So when you have a goal and you have a reason why you must, you'll overcome all the stories, reasons, excuses, why you can't or shouldn't or why it's not possible. Does that make sense? All right, so number 1, choose the goal. Number 2, why must you? Does that make sense? Many years ago, when I was learning how to set and achieve goals, 40 years ago to be exact, one of my first mentors, asked me a question, right? And the question he asked me is, John, are you interested in achieving your financial goals and dreams and the lifestyle that you want, or are you committed? Are you interested or are you committed? Can anybody tell me the difference between interest and commitment? Can anybody tell me the difference between interest and commitment? Right? So type it in. Participate. The more we participate, the more we have fun together. Right? So can you tell me the difference between interested and commitment? Right? We've established tip number 1 was choose the goal. Tip number 2 is write down the reasons why you must achieve the goal. And then tip number 3, all right, is all around being interested versus commitment. So what does interest mean? Interest means I'm going to do what's easy and convenient. Interest means I'm going to allow my circumstances and my old beliefs and my lack of resources to control me. Commitment means I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to become resourceful in the absence of resources. Commitment means I'm going to take action even when I have fear. Commitment means I'm going to let go of the stories, reasons, and excuses that I currently am using, and I'm going to take action regardless. So, number 1, choose the goal. Number 2, why must you achieve the goal? Number 3 is, am I interested or committed? If you're interested, leave the goal alone, go do something else, go sit in the sun, go have a pina colada, go do something else. But if you're committed, if you are committed to achieving that goal in the next 7 days, will you take action? Yes or yes. Will you take action? Will you have a best chance of actually achieving that goal? Come on. This is real world stuff. This isn't airy-fairy, hopeful, wishful thinking. This is brass tacks. This is what works, and this is what all of my clients are doing all over the world. Thank you, Andrea. Right? So when you are committed, you take action. When you are committed, you let go of what's holding you back. When you're committed, okay, you find solutions. When you're committed, you let go of excuses. Do you agree? Like, is this bullshit or is this the truth? Okay? All right, so we have had 3 of the tips. By the way, I'm going to be doing a live training on some of the best lessons that my mentors taught me later on today, on the lessons that my 4 biggest mentors taught me. Would you like to join me for that? It's free. You can join me. It'll be about an hour and a half. I'll take some of the best lessons that 4 of my mentors taught me. And if you want to join me, I'll have my team put a link in the chat for you. And it's later on today. And so join me for that. It's 100 days to financial success. I'll give you a lot of amazing tips on that. Okay, let's go to number 4. Okay, number 4. This is where the rubber meets the road. And let's understand, how does this thing work? So far we are activating the left prefrontal cortex, the imagination, deductive reasoning side of the brain. We've activated the limbic side of the brain, okay? And now what we want to do is create a couple of real world ideas on this. Excuse me, give me a second here. All right, so I want you to think about this for a moment. Take a deep breath. Another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's balance your brain, because I'm going to ask you to do something that requires a little bit of energy, okay? It's called thinking. But before we do some thinking, breathe. I want you to ask yourself a question. You've chosen a focus or a goal for the next 7 days. You've written down why you must achieve that goal. You've made a decision that you are committed to achieving that goal. Do we have some leverage now and a little momentum? Of course we do. So here's what I want you to do now. What are 3 action steps you can take? 3 action steps that you can take that moves you from wherever you are down to make some progress towards achieving that goal. Okay? So what are 3 action steps? I want you to think. If you must achieve that goal, then what are 3 action steps? If you can't think of 3, I want you to type in right now, what's 1 action step you can take that will help you achieve that goal, if you must. All right, so we have wake up early. Wake up early and do what? Waking up early, you can look at the birds and smell the air, okay, if you just wake up early. But what's 1 action step you can take that's actually going to cause you to make more money? Okay, a lot of people, okay, confuse getting ready to make money with actually what it takes to make money. Remember, I talked to you about Megan's story? She was in fear. She was procrastinating. What are 3 action steps? And in order to get to 3, let's come up with 1. What's a money-making activity that you can make? There we go. So Martin, you can call more clients. How many? Mendy, you can make 3 appointments each day. Awesome. Study won't make you any money, Tiffany. Okay? Contact my client, David. Yes, Nicola. All right, give me the actions that actually will help you make more money. Could you, if you wanted to make more money, I'll jog your imagination a little bit. Could you take something in your home that you're not using, clothes, jewelry, art. Could you sell it today if you wanted to? Could you sell it today if you wanted to? Could you offer your services, whether you have a job or you have a business, could you offer your services to your friends, your family, to your following on social media? Could you do that and say, hey, for my services, I'd like to make a couple of, extra dollars? Could you, listen, if you had to make more money in 7 days, Andrea, Joanna Rojas, write a chapter for your book, will not make you a nickel. Okay, it will not make you a nickel in the next 7 days. So I want you to think about the difference between the stuff that is getting you ready to make money and the stuff that actually makes you money. There are preparation activities, and then there are money-making activities. Studying how to buy stocks or currencies, Tiffany, will not make you a nickel in the next 7 days. Okay? Does that make sense, everyone? You have to understand the difference between all the stuff that you're doing to prepare, to get ready, to think about getting ready, to feel in tune and in line with vibrational energy that'll make you money. Stop that bullshit. Making money activities are different than getting ready to make money activities. Am I being clear enough with a little bit of real world love for you? Okay? Money making activities. Most people have no idea what the money making activities are. And guess what? If you're serious, right? 5 tips, right? We're on tip number 4. Tip number 1, choose the amount you want to make in the next 7 days. Come up with why you must, so you get rid of all of the excuses. Choose if you're interested or if you're committed. Right? And then give me 3 action steps that are actually going to make money. Sell your product, your service, your knowledge, your skills, stuff you have at home, stuff that somebody else has, right? Let's get real. Are you serious? Let's do this. If you're not, then guess what? You're not going to be, making a lot more money. So if you like this, would you share this? Share this. Let's help people make more money so they can do more good in the world and live better lives. So what are 3 things? Many of you, are not even participating. You're afraid to put your answer because I'm being tough on you. Well, guess what? The world out there isn't kind, as I am. All right. Right over there, outside, people are trying to figure out how to make more money, how to live better lives, how to pay off debt, how to give more to charities. So let's get real. If you want to make more money, get serious about making more money. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you number 5 right now. Okay? Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I see some of you are sharing this. Awesome. And for those of you who want to go deeper on the 4 biggest lessons that my mentors have taught me, then today, I think at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock New York time, whatever that time is around the world, my team will put a link for you. I'm doing 100 Days to Financial Success. I'll give you many, many, many more things on this. Hey, Aries girl, thank you. All right, so I want you to do this. This is an unusual one, okay? This is an unusual one. A lot of people don't ask you about this particular one. But again, everything I teach is based on how your brain operates and what circuits turn on or off and what networks turn on or off. So I want to activate the motivational center. I want to deactivate the fear and uncertainty center. And I want to cause you to take inspired action. So number 5, you need to write this down. It's not an easy one, but we're being real here. So why won't you take inspired action? Why won't you? Why won't you? Write down all the reasons why you won't or may not. All right? So why won't you? Why may you not? And Rich, I have no idea what you mean. Why so many bots? So whatever you're asking about, Rich, I have no idea what you're talking about, bots. So why won't you take inspired action? Why, in spite of what I've just shared, okay, won't you? Okay, so somebody says, Sue, says scared, fear, right? So write down. Here are the things that may hold me back. Fear. I don't have the knowledge, don't have the skills. I'm not motivated, but too much else to do. Okay, great. So Andrea, yeah, so why won't you take, so fear of failure. Okay, great. So write it down. Now I want to ask, so risk, lack of confidence, scared of failure, right? So I'm seeing all of these. Why won't you? Like, why won't you take the action that you just said you could take to make more money? So lazy, fear of failure, not sure, okay? Most people aren't lazy. If you have a big enough why, then you're not lazy. Fear is your problem. Fear is not your problem. Fear is your opportunity, Antonio. You just don't understand fear, so it's your problem, right? Don't have any ideas, too much going on. Can you see how every one of what you are writing, okay, is an excuse? It's a story. It's an emotion that you haven't learned how to deal with, right? So it's either because you're lacking the skill or the knowledge of what to do with an obstacle that's in your way. Whether it's a mental obstacle, an emotional obstacle, or you just don't know what to do, a strategical obstacle. Let me ask you a question. Are all of those things solvable for somebody who is committed? Are all of those things, it's 2020. We know more about emotions. We know about how to achieve every goal that you want to achieve, okay? More than we've ever known in the history of our species. So is every one of those obstacles that you wrote down of why you may not or why you're not going to, is every one of those something that you can learn how to overcome if you are committed? Remember, number 3, are you interested or are you committed? So let me ask each one of you a question. Are you interested in making more money in the next 7 days? Or are you more committed to your fears, your stories, your excuses, and your reasons? Which one? You can't be committed to making more money and allow those things to hold you back if you're committed. What does commitment mean? It means to cut off from any other option. So if you had to, if somebody's going to take your baby away, if somebody's going to take your husband or wife or brother or sister or mother and father away, like, wouldn't you let go of those stories, reasons, and excuses? So what are you waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for? Because those stories, reasons, and excuses are going to hold you back for the rest of your life. And you just have to say enough is enough. So when is enough going to be enough for you? Because here's what I promise you. The next day, the next week, the next month, the next 10 months, the next 10 years are going to go by. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to have the same stories of why you won't or can't. So why not just say it's enough? Why do you not draw a line in the sand and say enough is enough? Today is my Independence Day, right? Today is my Independence Day, and I refuse to allow my stories, reasons, excuses to hold me back, and I will do whatever it takes. I will become committed. So if you want to make more money, the title, of today's session was, 5 tips to make more money now. So you came on here because you want to make more money now, but you're going to let your stories, reasons, and excuses hold you back again. So when are you going to draw the line in the sand? Right? When are you going to draw the line in the sand? So there are 5 tips. If you've enjoyed this, share this. You may want to listen to this again. And if you want to join me for some deeper training, 100 Days to Financial Success, join me a little bit later on. I'm going to do about an hour and a half on 100 Days to Financial Success. And I'll give you a whole bunch of other stuff. You enjoy this? Give me a like or a love. Share this with other people. I appreciate you. Every Tuesday, I do a live training like this on Instagram, on my Facebook fan page. And I appreciate you. How about a high five? Boom, boom. Bye, everyone. That's your quick 30 minutes. Hopefully, that'll wake you up a little bit in your heart, in your head, and in your heart, so you take inspired action. Please share this on the social media channels. I love to serve you and to help you achieve an amazing life. You deserve it. Just remember, you deserve it. Bye, everyone.